All right. Stuff's all over the place. I don't know what happened to it. Why is that? That was on before. What the heck? Oh, I know. There we go. There's our scoreboard. Or our gamecast, rather. All right, let's hit it. We're going. We're going. So we're going, and thankfully we got Jeremy Roach and Mark Mitchell are back, which is big for us, because boy did we need them the other night. And there it is, Mark Mitchell getting the score and started there with the dunk. Love it. Welcome in Orlando, welcome in Nick, and welcome in Chris. Chris, my condolences to your Packers. It was not meant to be, unfortunately, but it was a close game nonetheless. So very well fought, I suppose, and also a great season for them. I'm probably looking at Jordan Love for my fantasy team next year. Strong consideration here for Jared McCain's 3, although that doesn't quite go. Filipowski scrapping for the rebound, and Mark Mitchell will draw the held ball, which does in fact stay with the Birds. Shouldn't we use any retro logos after a loss because it could be a curse? Well, we don't know if it's actually a curse or a blessing because we don't know the outcome of tonight's game. So we have to test it out and see which direction that one breaks for us. So let's extend that a little bit. Move that down. There we go. All right. So the Cardinals here look completely different than they did last season. Like the only returning player was a few, like Mike James, but he switched numbers, and then Brandon Huntley was there too, but that was Curtis there, Williams there with a 3. As I grab my notes for a second, because that's an easy bump call there on Trey White. Backspace on the area for Jeremy Roach name. No, actually, it's because he's lined up with Brandon over here, who has like 3 different names, and so it's like impossible. Maybe we just do this. We'll just go HH. And then we can shrink the there. Then we can shrink it. Easy enough. Four points for Mark Mitchell so far tonight, by the way. There's going to be a 3-pointer here by Sky Clark. Oh my God. Are you kidding? I don't know if I can take another game where the opposing team like hits 10 plus 3-pointers. This is too much, all right? I haven't even recovered from Saturday. That's a turnover there by Filipowski. We're going to start slow on the road again. I mean, it was 9-0 instantly out of the gate against Pittsburgh. Now it's like, at least we have 4 points, so it's not as bad. It's like 8-4. But like, come on, man. Don't do this to me again. That's crazy. Good steal there. McCain going to take this coast to coast? No. Asking for the foul, but it was not given. And then this one is another 3-pointer on the way. That does miss there by Curtis Williams. Curtis Williams is a freshman, the freshman guard here. I was looking at this stat because it was rather interesting. He's in this particular game, he's starting. Usually he's coming off the bench, according to my notes. Roach, no, nice pick and roll there with Flip, and and it's an emphatic dunk at the end. I don't know the last time that Flip actually dunked it with some serious authority, but I like the aggressiveness coming out of the gate there. I mean, and plus Louisville is a 1-6 team, but we just lost to a 1-5 team, so I don't know what to make of anything. Pass it up front! No, Roach, no, Foster can't get it to connect. He should have passed it to Roach. It was Streak is also there on the side. That's a charge. No? That's a charge. That's a charge. I mean, Louisville isn't as bad as it was last year, but that's like a very low bar, right? Like they won like 3 games all season. It's hard to get worse. Rather unfortunate that the arena is rather empty. I mean, if I was in the Kentucky area, I would have probably bought a ticket to this one. It'd probably be very cheap. There's empty seats everywhere. That's a 1 for 2 at the free throw line there for Williams. So Proctor in the game now for Foster, yeah, and Mitchell going to try to go down low, and Mitchell is just doing work, man. In the games that Mitchell hasn't been out, right, the last 2 of them, we're going to flip around. He was out for Georgia Tech, he was out for Pitt, but the first Pitt game, hold on, he had 4. I'm thinking the other one. Yeah, Notre Dame, he had 23, and then Syracuse, he had 21. I mean, it's been a resurgent Mark Mitchell here in these last couple games, the ones that he's been playing. 8-9 Duke at the first TV time out here. Not bad, actually. I got a little worried there for a second as Louisville was hitting 3-pointers. But in any case, 6-12 Birds over here, the Red Birds. 1-6 on the ACC. And their only ACC win is against Miami, actually, which I thought was kind of weird because I figured Miami was supposed to be a decent team. But then again, so are we. So there's that. Losses to NC State, UNC, and Wake Forest coming into this game, so they're basically finishing the whole Tobacco Road rodeo with Duke here at the end. All the North Carolina schools, they're systematically going through it, taking L's, so it'd be rather, wouldn't be great if we were the one to give them a win. But historically, Duke has played pretty well over Louisville. I mean, it's 13-9. But of course you gotta think back to the Rick Pitino years when Louisville was like a power program. Obviously there was the NCAA tournament matchup the year that Louisville ended up winning the whole thing. That we lost there. I think that was an Elite 8 game, if I recall that one correctly. Last year though, 79-62, rather easy win over in Durham. And we've won 6 of the last 10, including the last 3 straight. So, numbers certainly in our favor coming into this one, but you got to take nothing for granted. Anyway, hopefully folks had a nice weekend and were able to recover from the events of Saturday. This upcoming Saturday, what do we have this upcoming Saturday? I feel like it's a decent one. It's what do we have? Is this Miami or is this no, it's not Miami. Is this Va Tech this Saturday? Is that where we're at? Let's see. No, it's Clemson this Saturday. Okay, well, that's great. At least it's at home. 4 p.m. Saturday, so that'll be 1 o'clock my time. Okay, that's not bad. That'll be pretty good. Yeah, we play Clemson. That'll be an interesting one. We got to think about what we do for the thumbnail there. We got a Clemson Tiger, which is very similar to like a Pitt Panther. There are like all these big cats, large felines. I don't know, chat. Give me something creative. Give me a creative scene to put a Blue Devil and a Clemson Tiger in. What do they call the it's Death Valley is their football stadium, right? I don't know. Didn't think of something. At least the bird was a little bit. I've got one for the Hokies. I've got one for the Hokies, and I definitely have one for North Carolina. But if folks have ideas for a fun scene for the Clemson Tigers, I'm all ears. All right. So Proctor back in. We're resuming here. Louisville in a zone to 1-3-1. zone here, and Jared McCain says, thank you very much. I'm going to shoot right over it, and hits that one 11-9. Tiger and a Blue Devil fighting in the football stadium. No, I feel like... So the Death Valley one is very similar to the one we did for Arizona back in the day, which was the cat kind of in the valley. We can think about that. So the other problem is you can't actually do you can't have characters fighting. The AI won't, especially animals, won't allow you to do animals fighting each other or animals fighting people, which actually is not a bad restriction because it doesn't want no animal violence. So I'm okay with it. We got to come up with something else. Maybe South Carolina. Anyway, Filipowski with 4 points so far. And Devil walking a tiger on a leash. Okay, that probably works actually. That might be a good prompt. We'll start there. Yeah, I could see that. Walking a tiger on a leash. Okay, we'll play with that prompt. Thank you, Kevin. Nicely done. Proctor there to the rim. No, not 32 points. 2 points for him. Duke's starting to assert itself here a little bit as we started to get into the flow of the game a little bit, remembering how to play basketball. Sky Clark, by the way, has 2 3-pointers so far, 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. And that one, oh, nice pass in my head, yes! Filipowski to Mitchell, it's a beautiful pass. We talked about Filipowski's, and it prompts a Louisville timeout here as Nolan Smith tries to get the Louisville guys in a little bit of inspiration there. This is a very nice look. Let's see if we can get the replay on this one. What do we got? Is it going to show up? It's not going to show up. I feel like I know why it doesn't show up, but I'm gonna try something else here. Because the other day I did get it to work, and I couldn't figure out why. Okay. No, it doesn't. All right, Trey White there, out of the timeout. Not bad for Louisville, 2 for them. So, well, we're at, Mark Mitchell's got 8 because we're at 17-14, and we've put Sean Stewart into the game, which is interesting. One of the critiques on John Shire, actually, after the game the other day, aside from my whole, I think we played the last 30 seconds completely wrong, and it was totally a coaching disaster. Though, to his credit, John Shire did take responsibility for the end of the game. Was that when you had both Roach and Mark Mitchell out, the lack of depth really kind of showed up, which is honestly one of the most surprising revelation, because here, when we came into the season, as Sean Stewart hits the first, we came into the season looking at this team with the 4 freshmen plus the 4 returners, right? The Filipowski, Proctor, Mitchell, and also Jeremy Roach. And you said, and then also you had Ryan Young. So between those, that's 9 players. And all of a sudden you're down to a rotation where you're playing 7 or 8 guys. And the other ones, sometimes they come off the bench looking ready to play. Sometimes they not. I mean, TJ Power has shown flashes of really nice 3-point shooting. Sean Stewart at times has provided really good energy, but in the game against Pitt, man, we got exposed. The bench did not look like it was, the depth on the bench did really not look like what we expected. And so I do kind of wonder if Shire here is trying, by bringing in Sean Stewart, when you have when you're not strapped for people, as a way of trying to integrate more guys into the rotation, and so that when we don't have the people, we're actually ready. So I do kind of wonder, because we haven't really seen this lineup here where you have both Stewart and Filipowski in at the same time, right? It's usually Mitchell Filipowski or like Filipowski Young, and it's like this goes between those three. But I kind of like this as Filipowski brings down this rebound here. 1914 here for our guys early as we were debating the merits of the bench. Roach for three. Not quite. Stewart, oh, beautiful offensive rebound. Way to box out down low. See, I mean, this is the kind of stuff. You put Sean Stewart in, you get a nice offensive board like that. It's like, it's great. Proctor with a turnaround jump shot. Nice. Nice. Very nice. So, imagine if we get in foul trouble, right? I mean, like, and it's actually not imagine. You've had at least 2 games in the season. Oh my God, we just lost the 3-point shooter and dodged the bullet. You've had at least 2 games in the season where Filipowski has had 4 fouls and gone to the bench early. It was mainly outside of ACC play, as Proctor's going to hoist 3 and nowhere close. But Roach there with the offensive rebound. But look, again, Roach getting that offensive board because Sean Stewart had 2 Louisville defenders pinned down low, focusing on him. Like, he makes opportunities, right? So, oh, almost a block there by Filipowski, but the putback there by Brandon gets it to go. Huntley. I tried ESPN score this game doing the dark mode for my Samsung TV. It made the 2 gold and the Cardinal teal. I feel like that's not quite right. Proctor should be able to get into the paint. There's Stewart. Ooh, doesn't get fouled. There's the reach-in foul, though, and Tyler Johnson. And Sean Stewart will go to the free throw line when we get back. 21-16, 11-24 here at the Yum Center. As I've shorted somebody a point. Problem. Where's my McCain? No. Proctor's got 4. Oh yeah, Stewart had 2. He hit both free throws. I did not give him enough credit for like his hitting the free throws. Good job there. Good job, Sean. All right. So a couple other games coming around the ACC today. So interestingly, there's like 4. It's like 4 games in total going around at the moment. So we'll keep an eye on all those. Where are we? Huh. All right. So what do we have? Actually, UK. No, I don't care about Kentucky. Although would love to see them lose to South Carolina. But scores ACC. Let's go. What do we got? Anyone taking bets on the ACC tonight? I was also kind of surprised that we did not drop farther than 12th. What we were 7th when we lost to Pitt. Although I saw this crazy stat that, like, apparently the loss to Pitt, apparently when we beat them at their place, it was a quad 2 win, which when you're like thinking for the end of the season, and then them beating us actually moved that to a quad 1 win. They like moved up in the net rankings enough because of that win, which is just like kind of bizarre to think about. In any case, yeah, so Pittsburgh in action against Georgia Tech, two of the 2 and 5 teams. Should be interesting there to see if Pittsburgh can string together like a little series of wins. Maybe they get on a run. But you know what? I bet the Duke. Let's put the bet out there that the Duke hangover is real, and that Georgia Tech wins that game in decisive fashion because Hinson tries to jack 10 threes or another 7 3-pointers, and he makes like one of them. Florida State 5-2, and Syracuse also, and then Boston College, Virginia Tech actually comes up later. Florida State, Syracuse one, interesting game. They're 5-2 and then 4-6. So the slate tomorrow is Miami and Notre Dame, and then NC State and Virginia. So all right. So now the interesting front court lineup with Ryan Young and Mark Mitchell. And that's a screen. Oh my God. That's an offensive foul on Ryan Young. All right, now back on defense here. That should be out of bounds on Louisville, and it is. Yeah. Screen by Young, trying to play the pick and roll action there with Proctor. He does get the ball, but Louisville brings the double team and has to pass out of it. We do get it just out here. The zone still coming. So Louisville's still sort of in this zone. Roach over to Proctor. Proctor's going to hoist the three. That looks good. Yes. Duke Dume playing well against this Louisville zone. There's both McCain and Proctor have been able to shoot right over it. And not quite there for Louisville as we dodge another one. Another wide open shooter that we just happened to leave open for God knows what. Young going one-on-one down low in the paint. Can't finish. That was against Caleb Glenn. And now Sky Clark playing point guard wearing number 55 is kind of funny. Duke also in 2-3 zone though. So it's a game of two teams playing. No, now we're back in man-to-man. And a steal. Timeout, Louisville. Come on, guys. That was lazy. Wait. All right, so Johnson scores. Oh my. Caleb Foster just trying to pass it up to Roach. Basically passes it right to the Louisville player. For a team that turns it over less than 10 times a game, we sure make some boneheaded turnovers, because that was silly. John Shire off the bench immediately. I would not be surprised to see Caleb Foster go to the bench for this one. Keon, welcome in. Yes, this is your game, man. Exactly. Is Foster? Yeah, Foster is still in. No, Jalen Blakes is in. This is the Mike Krzyzewski, somebody makes that bad of a turnover, you yoink him immediately, and I completely agree with it. Sky Clark spinning on Filipowski and can't finish the lay-in with the right hand. Woo! It rolled on the rim for about 3 seconds. Filipowski's going to hoist for three. Not the shot I would have taken. And it's an over the back there for Blakes, who's way too enthusiastic about trying to get that rebound. And there you go. This was like the end of the Pitt game where Filipowski ended up taking like 2 3-pointers, and you're like, really? Like, obviously he can hit them, but like, you didn't need them. And they're like early in the shot clock. They're like kind of quick. This bad ball movement that hits the end line. That's going Duke's way. Easy call. Keon, how you been, man? 6 turnovers now for Louisville. And only 3 for Duke, although, as we've said, they've all been self-inflicted wounds here. That's a good 3-pointer to take, and that is why it's a good 3-pointer to hit there, as Tyrese Proctor is kind of getting back into the swing of things. He's got 10 here in the first 11 minutes of play. Sorry, he's got 9, rather. Although, interestingly enough, he had 10 in the first half in the game against Pitt, and then didn't score until he shanked 2 out of the 3 free throws at the end of the game when he was like, we were trying to get back into it. So we'll see. That's a good defense there by Proctor. We should have had the ball there. Get on the floor, Roach. There you go. That's a foul. Foul on Johnson, his second. So good defensive energy so far from Duke. 7 turnovers so far for the Birds. Flip over to Proctor, and Proctor's going to get Roach in the corner. That's the spot that McCain hit it from. That'll be the spot that Roach hits it from. Our 3-point shooting has been respectable this season, I would say. It's actually at the start of the season, we were saying, wow, it's just as bad as last year. Although, maybe we start to have a recency bias, because I feel like the last couple of games have actually not been bad. Hunley Hatfield gets the putback, the offensive board, and the 2 as Filipowski sells out for, I don't know what. And come down with a rebound. Great swing pass from Filipowski to Proctor. Not quite. Gets the offensive board, though. Gonna try again. Nope. Gonna screen that. He's not gonna roll off her. It's gonna get Blakes over to Filipowski. Blakes was wide open. Louisville sagging off of him, but not really a threat to shoot from 3 out there as Proctor has 5 seconds to go, and Proctor can take the jump step, and not quite. Caleb Glenn, and that's gonna be the 5th one on the Loser Birds for the time being. McCain has 2 fouls. I missed one there. That's why he's out of the game at the moment. 2 fouls for Johnson, I had that, and 2 for Trey White, it looks like. Okay, there we go. So 29-20, Duke with an early 9-point lead here. 7:10 to go in the game. Honestly, not a bad start here. Duke shooting 12 of 23 from the floor, actually having taken 6 more shots than Louisville, 52.2% from the floor, and 3 of 8 from range. Both teams actually have hit 3 3-point shots. The free throw line hasn't really come into this game very much, although there was an interesting stat I saw right before the game where it said that Louisville was where was it? Oh, yes. I called this the fun, useless, random stat. Louisville is 2nd in the ACC and 40th in the nation with 16.5 free throws made per game. 16.5 made, which is quite a few. So that's where we're at. One sec. Okay. Sorry, a work thing. And it's still rather early here on the West Coast. So here we go, friends. What? Well, let's see. It's only Tuesday, so we're not at our hump, and we're not at hump day yet. But hopefully, y'all have been having the first 2 good days, at least of the workday. And let's see. We've so who picked the Chiefs? Because I got that one wrong. I thought Buffalo was finally going to get it. I was so close to go in the 4 for 4. I really thought all the home teams were going to do it this week, but wide right, I think, as for season over season, I think as it goes. I was disappointed. So now we have to put up with the Taylor Swift phenomenon for another game. So now we're back to the Filipowski and Mitchell lineup with Proctor as well. Don't know who the other 2 on the floor are. They haven't zoomed the camera out. One of them is it's still Blake's and Roach as Proctor's at the free throw line. Hits the first. He's got 10. And there you go. 11 points for Proctor into the double figure zone. Very nice. Seven minutes to go here in the first. And a foul on Blake's. That's his second. Let's see if we get Foster back in the game after him going to timeout. It feels weird when it's not Duke. I'm looking at they're like promoting the Boston College Virginia Tech game. It kind of feels weird when the late game isn't Duke, because at least if the late game is Duke, you still know that like you're gonna draw a crowd. But like for the other ones, people are just like, oh, you're just gonna go to bed. 31-20, Duke with the 11-point margin. Foster is back in the game, exactly as we thought would happen. And Roach is going to take it from the top of the key. And that's a nice one. Roach's 3-point shooting has become much more consistent this season, shooting almost at a 50% clip, as is Jared McCain. So those two, man, 34-20, and that shot misses bad. Shot by Mike James wasn't, sort of contested by Proctor, but it was just bad. Flip over to Foster. Now a 1-3-1 from Louisville here. So still in the zone. Duke shooting right over it, but there's the penetration actually by Roach, who completes that play, and he's got 8, 36-20. Duke opening almost double here. Or threatening to go up almost double. 3-pointer there for Williams, no good. So after a hot shooting start for Louisville, they've been coming up empty on their last several, and Roach goes down looking like he may have twisted that right ankle a little bit. We don't need any more of that. Please, no more. Man, please, no more injuries, man. So Roach will go to the free throw line, walking rather gingerly there on that right foot. I must say, I'm very impressed in the Duke Faithful's outing here. There's a lot of blue in the arena today. And Jeremy Roach makes both, so that puts him into double figures. The second Blue Devil into double figures as he walks back rather gingerly to the bench. D-Rock, welcome in with a Let's Go Duke. Love to see it, man. Thanks for being here. Happy Tuesday. Happy Duke Basketball Day. And yeah, Roach will go back to the locker room looking for perhaps either more tape or something else. And here's McCain is going to get called for his third foul, despite John Shire and Jared McCain's petition to put the foul on Proctor. And Roach will, leave the bench area there. And that shot is no good as Louisville remains scoreless here for the last 3 minutes as Trey White's shot is rebounded rather easily by Filipowski. So Sean Stewart back into the game as well. Those are going to be the two bigs for the time being. Great out pass. And now their extra pass from Foster to McCain, who can't hit the three from the corner. Beautiful pass sequence, though. They're going to call that goaltending? Mike James there. Well, Nick, Roach may have gotten hurt here. There was some degree of injury, although it didn't look very serious because he didn't come out of the game, and it's not like he wasn't able to take his free throws. He did take his free throws. He hit both of them, and then McCain gets stripped, poked out from behind, actually. And Johnson finishes up over Filipowski. And Louisville on a little 4-0 run, giving themselves a little bit of an opportunity here. There is life. There are signs of life, as we would say. McCain swing pass to Filipowski. Filipowski three. That's way too strong. And Louisville with another opportunity here. Duke has to set up this defense. Extra pass there. There's James for three. That looks good, and it does. Timeout. 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 Time out. God damn it, man. We're literally up 18 points, about to go up 20, and you let them go on a 7-0 run. What does that look like all over again, right? Is it like, what was it, a couple games ago, said, okay, we're up 8, a chance to go up 10, you miss the possession, other team goes on a 5-0 run, it's a 3-point game. What is, oh my God. Just crazy, man. Nick Dow saw that coming. I mean, as soon as he took the three, you're like, oh, okay. That's definitely going in. It's like these like momentum swings, to your point, that you sort of like see, you understand, you're like, okay, well, yeah. They're like starting to go on the run. They've gotten 4 straight points. Duke makes a mistake. You're out and running. You get the three. You hit it in rhythm, in transition and in rhythm. Yeah, timeout. I mean, that's why immediately I was just like, T.O., man, because like it's super obvious. Like, It's just super obvious. Oh yeah, and then you have the whole like Roach went to the bench during that sequence, which is not great. There we go. All right. After that little sequence, we gotta stand up. We gotta get ourselves going here. Everyone on Duke is getting hurt. I mean, unfortunately, you're not wrong. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this camera. There we go. Woo! No, that's not gonna work. All right, we're just gonna go. We're just gonna do that. All right. All right, so Roach is back on the bench, and that's gonna be the and one for Mitchell. So, no, so sorry, 10. The injury bug is clearly a UNC fan and won't leave Duke alone. There's just some. Your theory is that there's like what, some UNC fan playing like voodoo or something with our guys. Everybody has their own voodoo doll. Mitchell connects on that one and does complete the three-point play. He is the third Blue Devil in double figures now with 11, joining Proctor, who also has 11, and Jeremy Roach, who has 10. As I mentioned, Roach is back on the Duke bench. Whether or not he plays, I suppose, is, you know, the next question. Probably don't need him. And there's the Hundley Hatfield discarding Filipowski. No review or anything. 41-29. And Filipowski thinking about the three ball again, and he gets that one. Nice rotation on that. It was a slow roller that hits nothing but net. 2:36 to go. Duke by 15. Jump shot there by Johnson and a rebound to Flip as we're trying to push the ball up the court here. And Mitchell almost loses it. Swing pass outside to Proctor. Proctor getting ready to shoot again, and Filipowski goes skying in for the rebound, and he gets it. Keeps it alive for Mitchell. Oh, and it almost goes in there as Johnson picks up his third. Great effort by Filipowski, actually, to recover that one. That thing was headed out of bounds on Duke, and we managed to get an extra possession out of it and free throws. Oof. Come on, Mark. Let's go, man. Make it happen. Roach comes back into the game, which is great news for all of us. You love to see that. So after some new tape, looks like he's ready to go there with the ankle. And Mitchell connects and hits the second. So 12 points for him, 45-29 as we continue here with 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the first. Sky Clark, and almost deflected. Well, no, not almost deflected. It was almost stolen. It turns out it was deflected there by Proctor. South Carolina beating Kentucky by 8 at halftime. You love to see that out of the SEC. Hunley Hatfield over there to Trey White. White over to Sky Clark, and he does connect. He's got 8, actually, tied with Hunley Hatfield there for the most on the Cardinal, as the floater there by Foster, no good, gets his own rebound. Roach for 3, way too strong, actually. Yeah, I don't know if I would bring Roach back into the game. And Hunley Hatfield gets 10 points. I don't know if I would bring Roach back in. It seems kind of questionable, but Louisville is close to within 12 here. As Proctor now has 6 seconds to make it happen. Proctor going to take the baseline jump shot. No, swings it outside. Actually, it's stolen by Sky Clark. And Clark going one-on-one against Roach. And Roach is going to get called for a foul. Although, it's going to be a 1-and-1 for Sky Clark. Although, honestly, I feel like maybe a held ball there. I don't know. Roach looked like he had mostly ball. Remember, Louisville 16.5 field goal makes per game. Kind of making a living at the free throw line. That one doesn't connect, though. The front end of the 1-and-1 is denied by the rim. We should be able to hold. We'll hold for the final shot. There'll be 12 seconds left. Depends on whether or not we get an offensive board. There really wasn't an opportunity to go 2 for 1 here, so this is okay. Filipowski's turnaround jump shot, no good. And now 20 seconds for the Birds to make it happen here right before the half. And Sky Clark over to... Nope. Clark will go take free throws. And he misses that one, although that was actually a 2-point shooting foul, so he automatically gets the second one. If not, he would have missed that too. I feel like I just saw one of my friends' dads in the stands. That's can't be right. Clark gets 1 out of 2. That gives him 9. 3 seconds, and Filipowski can't handle the baseball pass, and Louisville's 3-pointer on the other side. No good. All right, 45-39. There you go. The top bar is now correct. Let's see what they talked to John about. They're talking about getting Jeremy Mitchell back. All right. Very good. Not a bad start to the game. 45-34. At least we're not losing. What do they have to say? All right, let's take a look at the stats here. All right, so Duke 16 of 33 on the field goals. Louisville only 14 of 28, and we're up 11. We'll have to figure out how we do that math. The percentage is basically dead even, right at around 49-50. The delivery is... No, sorry. The three-pointers. Duke with 5, Louisville with 4. Duke 5 of 14. Louisville a bit more efficient there, 4 of 10. And the free throws, actually, we had talked about how Louisville takes the second most free throws in the ACC. Actually, right now it's Duke with about 89 to 90% of the of free throw makes there. And Duke winning also in the rebounding category, 20 to 13, which is great to see. That's a category that we lost the other night against Pittsburgh. By the way, we got housed on rebounding. Now, granted, Pittsburgh is one of the top rebounding teams in the country, but you know, we should have done better there. Let's see what we got. Justin. No, that's Eric. Offensive boards, Duke with 6, Louisville with 2. Probably explains the delta there in possessions and shots that we've just taken more. So time with largest lead. Yeah. Okay. 13, 30. Just trying to check to see what else interesting is out there. Let's take a look at the players for the time being. Let's take a look at the players here for a sec. Duke being paced by Mark Mitchell in his first return in the last two, after missing the last 2 games. 12 points for him. Tyrese Proctor contributing to the effort with 11 and Jeremy Roach with 10. You then have Filipowski with 7 and 3 for Jared McCain. Caleb Foster currently has 0, rather surprising given how good of a performance he had the other night against Pittsburgh. Obviously in a losing effort, but you know, he's been sort of very streaky, very hit or miss. And unlike McCain, who seems to be in sort of this rhythm and, you know, night in, night out shows up, he's going to hit you at least 1-3, that kind of thing. So interesting to see if Foster can mature enough to make it happen. Field goal percentage, Mark Mitchell, 5 of 5 currently from the floor for 3-pointers only, though. His for 2 and 3-pointers. His free throws at 6 of 3, so he did miss that one free throw there. He's only got 4 rebounds, tied with Sean Stewart. I have that right? Wow, Sean Stewart also with 4 offensive rebounds. Filipowski with 6 rebounds. No, sorry. Stewart has 2 offensive rebounds. Mark Mitchell has 0. Filipowski there, 6 rebounds, 2 offensive boards, 4 defensive boards, and 3 assists. Chat, we might be having to make, let's see, 3 of 7 for him. And Mitchell actually hasn't missed, which is kind of fun to see. 5 of 5. Proctor, 4 of 7. Roach, 3 of 6. Foster, 0 and 2. and McCain 1 and 4. And so that is kind of where you are at the moment. Nick, you're back to eating the sugar-free Reese's. Nice. See, why do other teams play zones so well and we're just like, we have no idea what we're doing? Whoops. You have to get some more, Nick. Well, if they're sugar-free, then how bad can they be for you really, right? Be right back. I'm going to grab something real quick to eat because I have been starving today. Man. Wait, Hunter Couture is injured for Virginia Tech? Okay. Well, that's kind of crazy. We might actually have a shot at Blacksburg then. See, Nick, you got me hungry. You were eating sugar-free Reese's. I've got some cheese. 7. 1, 3, that's 4, plus 4, that's 8. Okay. They're a little pricey though. Maybe you gotta go, maybe you gotta go, get them from Costco or something. We'll buy them in bulk. Yeah. Oh, that's not what I was going for. All right. What time did we hit the halftime? 52. We actually hit the halftime pretty early. 50. Yeah, we're probably pretty close to getting this thing back going here in a second. Hi, bud. Hi, buddy. The puppy is much, much better. We're coming back down. He was not feeling well this weekend, but he has been revived. He's back to his usual self. Back to his usual loving self. One 15.5-ounce bag costs $14. It's like over almost $1 an ounce. Yikes. Hey, bud. Hi. You're hungry for dinner, probably, bud. That is kind of pricey. Feel that bag. Oh, they're not shrinking on you. All right. Come on, bud. There you go. The smaller, but yeah, well, the bigger is always going to be, you're always going to get like the economies of scale if you, so you go there. All right, this should be the end of the commercials. I think we're getting back to it. Let's get it. Let's go. We got up by 11 on the road. Got to close out strong here. Actually, let's take a quick glance at who else. So there's like 4 other games going on in the ACC. None of them like really. I guess the Florida State-Syracuse one kind of affects us because Florida State has the same record as we do. So that one is pretty. Let's see. All right, so Pittsburgh on top there, 31-27 over Georgia Tech. Again, I think Georgia Tech is going to find a way to eke that one out. Florida State 35-36. That's a close one there in the Carrier Dome. That might go to a buzzer beater. That would be fascinating. All right. What, somebody hit a half-court shot? Somebody hit a putt from one end of the basketball stadium to the other. That's pretty awesome. Apparently they won a bottle of bourbon. How Kentucky is that? Love it. So let's see how much time Roach actually gets here in this second half. Again, I'm not sure if we really need him. We definitely need him for Clemson. We probably don't really need him tonight. Still plenty of empty seats in the arena, though. Kind of sad. We do play UNC soon. It's about a week and a half, I think. It goes Clemson, Vatech, UNC, I'm pretty sure, I think is what it does. So yeah. So about a week from Saturday. And McCain going to try to get things going here in the second half. And actually very nice by Mark Mitchell. Great effort to get the offensive board, which lands in the lap of Roche. But his shot is no good. All right, let's see who wins these first 4 minutes here. Is it going to be Duke? Is it going to be Louisville to get themselves back in this thing? Either we pull away or Louisville makes it interesting. Which is it going to be? And the three-pointer there for White does not go down. McCain with a little leaner there. No good. And so Duke has missed its first two. And Foster picks up a foul, his first. Actually, Proctor has one. McCain only has two. They did flip those fouls around. Roach will go back to the bench. Cross-court pass there. Okay. Trey White hits for three, so Louisville draws first blood in the second half. And that brings it down to an 8-point game here. Much more manageable. McCain thought about the three, decides against it. Filipowski now driving left. Kicks his own ball. No, he gets pushed, actually. Huntley Hatfield with his first. Well, 8-point game. Filipowski now going to square up from three. That's short, actually. Three misses for Duke here early. Almost a steal by McCain there in transition. Filipowski blocks it, actually, and saves the bucket. Drive! Damn it. Which way is it going? They're going to go with a charge. His feet. Oh my. Three misses and a turnover is where we're at so far here. First 2 minutes. Oh my goodness. White gets that one to go down. And we're down to a 6-point game. Timeout, Duke. Here we go again. I don't understand. This team just like offensively it gets into trouble, and then like the defense breaks down. And it didn't used to be that way. Like we used to be winning on our defense, but like this has become a problem. You got Brandon Huntley with 10 points. Sky Clark with 9. Trey White with 7. Trey White has gotten 5 points here in the second half. He's hit a 3 and a 2. And actually, he's hit all 5 points for Louisville because it was an 11-point game at halftime, and now it's a 5-point game. And no, sorry, now it's a 6-point game. So there you go. But yes, that quickly prompted a timeout from Duke. Yeah, Nicholas, you can't wait till we play UNC, but like, we got 2 games we gotta win. We gotta win tonight, and we gotta beat Clemson, and we gotta beat Virginia Tech. We gotta keep winning here. It's not gonna work. This is the choke job incoming, man. We need something easier, man. We need something inside. Too many perimeters. I mean, you even got Filipowski like jacking up threes. Like, where is he? Like, he's like, Filipowski is having one of those like very inefficient games again, where he's like currently 3 of 8 and 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Like, I don't know why you have to be 1 for 3, 1 for 4 rather, from beyond the arc. Like, just go in there. Like, Mark Mitchell, on the other hand, 5 of 5, right? Like, I just don't think there's any need to like be taking threes when you can get high percentage 2s, because you got Mark Mitchell over there getting high percentage 2s, so clearly it's possible. Damn. Started 8 of 11. Wow. 8 of 26 since, and we haven't scored in the last... We didn't score in the last 2:45 of the first half, and now we are 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the second half, which is basically we have been scoreless for 5 minutes. A fourth of an entire half. No buckets. No, like, not even free throws. And Roach on the bench. Doesn't look like he will come back. Here's Mitchell going in, and Mitchell puts it in. How hard is that? I mean, it was a difficult shot by Mitchell, but he connects, right? Like, why are we just settling and taking these perimeter shots? Go inside, get to the paint, get fouled. And, like, if you need to run the offense through Mark Mitchell, then so be it, man. Like... Oh, that should be a steal. Okay, 8 seconds here for Louisville. They're going to wide open Sky Clark in the corner. That doesn't go. And that's a turnover for the Birds. And a foul on Huntley Hatfield. Yeah, Roach has his shoe off. He's icing the ankle. That's it for him tonight. Well, another bucket here. Let's bring it back to 10. And that's being held. Sky Clark there with the foul. Third foul there on Louisville. I mean, yeah, now you give yourself 4 days to the weekend for Clemson. And McCain's going to... Oh, my goodness. That was a horrific-looking shot, but McCain hits the side of the backboard. That's a... What? No offensive foul? Okay, guys. Proctor got decked and nothing. What? I mean, it happened at full speed. It certainly didn't look gentle. So Louisville taking free throws here. And actually misses the second one. 47-40 here. Duke needing a bucket. Duke needing several buckets. And who'd they call that on? That's a third foul on McCain for, my goodness, an offensive foul down low, away from the ball. Too easy for Louisville there. I don't really understand the defense there, because there's a mismatch, right? And then Filipowski comes over to help, and he's wide open there on the pick and roll. Louisville brings 2 over, and here's Proctor for 3. Big shot if it goes. It doesn't. Goes off the top of the backboard. Yo, we were up by 18. 18! That's going to be the media timeout. All right, we need to change equipment. Changing shirts. Be right back. Okay. Okay. We're switching now. Now we have to get serious. Now we actually have to get serious here. Because this is not going our way. Okay. I need to see something out of Duke here these next 4 minutes, man. We need to see, like, being able to, like, take the counterpunch here, right? That they can take, like, Louisville can give us their best here. We're on the road. We were up by 11 at half. We were up by 18. Then that lead was reduced to 11 by halftime. Now we're at 6. No, so now we're at 5. So the problem is that at this point, teams know that we're vulnerable, man. Teams know we're vulnerable. They're just coming after us. "15 seconds for Louisville here in this possession. Blake's in the game now. Blake's, Proctor, McCain, Mitchell, and Filipowski. 8 seconds to go, and this is White. Now over to Clark, being guarded by McCain. Clark, and then we got 2 seconds on the shot clock, and he finishes. And White now has 9, and the lead is down to 3. Sorry, that was Clark. He's got 11. Three-pointer there for Proctor is no good. That's out on Louisville because the two players hit each other trying to go for the rebound, thankfully. This team has no killer instinct, guys. That's the problem. No killer instinct. And as soon as you have somebody like Jeremy Roach leave, or you're not playing at full strength, it's crazy that this team can't play it's like, oh, we need everything to be exactly they're correct all the time. McCain at the free throw line now, and it rattles in 5 different spots and then finally goes down. Be lucky we make it out of the first round. This team is, yeah. All right, and so McCain gets that one. If anybody is injured going into the postseason, it's an early exit at all. Oh, almost a steal there for Blake's. That looked like a travel there for a second. Trying to go for the steal, no box out. And Brandon for 2, and Filipowski can't get it. Rebound to Mitchell, and Proctor hits a huge 3-point shot. I really think Filipowski needs to stop taking these threes, drive it to the rim, get Louisville in foul trouble, make something happen going to the... it just feels like settling. Proctor's also 2 of 7. It hasn't been great for him either, but almost a strip there. No good there. A lucky miss for us, as Louisville's Curtis Williams can't connect. So the lead remains 6. Just need a good possession here. Here's Mitchell, perfect on the night so far. Misses that shot. I thought he got hit. So, as soon as I say perfect on the night so far, he doesn't work. That's out. Yeah, that's enough. It's either out of bounds or an offensive foul, one of the two. Turnover for Louisville. He does go with the off arm. Nice pass there to Mitchell. Oh, Proctor to Mitchell. See, this is what I'm saying. There are opportunities down in the paint. It doesn't have to be only Mark Mitchell. Filipowski could run that play too. All right, so we've actually kind of woke it up here somehow. This 4-minute segment here is better than the last one. I like this better than where we started. Meanwhile, Kentucky trails South Carolina by 10. Keep an eye on that one. Oh, great strip by Mitchell. On Huntley Hatfield, yep. Now it's Filipowski one-on-one. They're going to let him go one-on-one. They will. Body it up. Not quite. And Filipowski frustrated on that one. That was a chance to go up 10. Stays at 8. White. Oh. He's got 9. Six-point margin now. Oh, what a blow-by Proctor! The acceleration finishes with the left. Woo! Smoked him. Screen there by Hatfield. Decides not to go. Now to White. Oh, I thought he walked. Wow, we're just getting played, man. We're getting played. The ball moves way faster than the man. And like the rotate. Oh my God. Kind of saw that developing. Filipowski's gonna shoot 3 again, and he's gonna miss. What? You could literally drive it 10 feet to the rim and force a Louisville player to come up and defend you. What are you doing? Why? Get him out. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out. He's literally inting. Get him out. It is just not happening. He's 3 of 11 and 1 for 6. The last shots have not even been close. Like, you have to be way more aggressive. You are settling for outside shots. And it's just not happening. So, like, stop. Try something else. I mean, on the flip side, no pun intended, you have Mitchell, who's 7 of 8 and has had incredible success running off the pick and roll from Proctor, getting into the paint, beating his man off, and beating his man in the post. Just man up and go. Like, you see what Mitchell is doing, and you see what Filipowski is doing, and you're like, these things are not the same. Flip also hasn't even taken a free throw. Nobody's fouled him. The three-point shooting has gone very much downhill. It started okay. It has not stayed okay. We're 6 of 21. Louisville's 5 of 15, but wow, man. This is the crazy stat, is that Louisville has actually made one more bucket than we have. Louisville has made 21 baskets. We just have gone 10 from 11 from the free throw line. That's the only reason we're up 6. Have you seen a crazier stat that the other team made more baskets, but you're actually winning? That's insane. And I don't know, the problem is it's not sustainable unless you can consistently get to the free throw line. But the problem is that, so we've taken 11 free throws, 11 of them were in the first half. We've taken 2 free throws the entire second half, the ones by McCain. We're just not aggressive. Too much finesse. It's getting way too cute with this thing. Basketball is a simple game. And I mean, with some decent, like, you know, interior play, maybe you could put Louisville in some foul trouble. But nothing. Nothing. It just looks very uninspired. It's just very, like... It can't be that like you don't have one player and all of a sudden it all falls apart. Oh my God. I mean, this game has all the makings of Louisville winning it in the last 4 minutes. If this lead is anything in single figures, by the time we hit the 4-minute timeout, we're cooked. And Mike James at the free throw line makes the first. And he misses the second, and Filipowski comes down with the rebound. That's 10 rebounds for him. But it's not like he has a double-double because he doesn't have the points. So who cares? McCain looking for an opportunity here. They're going to leave isolation Filipowski. They're just going to play the ISO game here. All right. This is what we wanted to see. And they finishes with the right hand and a beautiful move. Chad, it's not hard. It's really not. It's really not. It's really not hard. Sean Stewart gets called for the foul there, and James will take free throws again. He's 2 of 4 so far tonight. And James hits both of them, so we're back to 5 as we basically traded a bucket for free throws. And we will tick under 10 here shortly. Filipowski cross pass to Proctor. Proctor's 3, big time. 19 points for Tyrese Proctor. And now we need some defense as we brought this thing to 8. We need some defense here. Oh, great drive actually there by Johnson. And he will get to the free throw line. Makes the first there as the camera just like doesn't seem to care. And it makes them both there. That's 6 for him. So back to a 6-point margin here as Louisville is edging up in the free throw game. And we still aren't taking any. Proctor going through a couple screens. Proctor switches hands, finishes with the left. He's 21. This is the Proctor show. Kind of interesting that he would decide to switch hands so late there. Maybe he just can't finish there with the right. Or prefer to finish left. Louisville just still driving the ball and another foul, man. They're doing the same thing over and over and over and over. They're just driving it. That has now been 3 fouls on the last 3 Duke defensive possessions. We cannot defend without scoring. And then puts Louisville on the free throw line where they only scored like 2 points in the first half. They're making a living right now at the line. Yeah, they were 2 of 5 in the first half. They're now 7 of 10. So Huntley Hatfield has 17. And misses the second one. Rebound to Flip. 7 is the margin. Filipowski feeds Mitchell down low. Mitchell goes off his knee and actually he can't get it. Gets his own rebound and he will be fouled. Actually, Sean Stewart almost had to put back, but this is the kind of like aggressive interior play you like to see now. Just go to the free throw line, knock down the shots, and call it a day. And Mitchell makes that one. There we go. And Mitchell makes them both. So he's got 18. This is exactly what you want to see. Now, we actually need to stop on defense here. 9 points margin. Thought about the 3. James did. No. And that's going to be blocked by Mitchell. And it'll stay with Louisville. And they continue to be aggressive and drive here. They're just going to drive it. Great block by Sean Stewart there on the help defense. Ooh, air ball there. No call. I think he might have gotten hit actually on the hand. But here's the opportunity. Finally, Louisville misses. No points on that one. And Filipowski is called for an offensive foul. And you just hand it right back. Nope. James went down awkwardly on that one. He's kind of grimacing on the way. Ooh. I don't understand why Caleb Foster has to foul there. That was good help defense there by Sean Stewart. He had him walled off. Like, there's just... Foster gets beaten. This is turned into, like, YMCA basketball here. Which is pretty much exactly what Louisville wants, I would think. Reese Davis getting on Foster there, who hasn't scored yet. As we're hanging on for dear life. There's the screen by Flip. Are we going to get... What? They're going to call Sky Clark for a foul there, his third. Flip goes to the bench. Yeah, the next whistle will be the media timeout. So we go for an easy alley-oop here to Mitchell down low. What are we going to do? Oh, Proctor off the curl. Proctor will have a shot, and he will get fouled. Yep, nice. That'll be the fourth one on Sky Clark, actually. It took 1 second, so that was not the next whistle, but we'll go. Not what we need right now. Missed free throws, man. I mean, yeah, he's got a career high, but like, come on, man. You got to take it. Right now, it's the Tyrese Proctor show. You got to take us to the promised land. There's no Jeremy Roach. It's on your shoulders, buddy. Oh my God, he missed them both. Oh! Pain. James, oh my God, he beats 11. Last name Banks, Gene Banks? That is really years ago. Oh, Mitchell, good rebound by McCain. That's a bailout. Proctor at the top of the key, dribbles in. Got 15 seconds on the shot clock to reset this, says Shire. Proctor with the behind the back. Oh, it's a huge three! I know, buddy, you want to go out. I know, but the Duke game isn't over yet, buddy. We have 2 more timeouts to go. I know. Now, still the lead is 8. And there's Williams. It's long 2. No good. Proctor looking behind the back. The step back jumper at the ACC line. Not quite. Oh, and the putback goes. The putback somehow goes from Mitchell. They'll get credit for it. I don't know if that was actually Duke or Louisville that hit it back. That's a 10-point. It really swung our way, and that'll be a foul on Proctor. Wow. There's times it's better to be lucky than good, and that was one of them. Okay, so a little bit of breathing room here going down the stretch. Little bit of breathing room here as we've opened a bit of a gap. 3, 2, 2, 1. Proctor has 3, that's why. Two, 4, yeah. If Proctor would have hit that step back, that would have been one of the best Duke highlights of all time. That would have been pretty good. I mean, it's such a like a high level of difficulty shot. I mean, it still kind of is a bit of a highlight given that that shot actually went down. I'm still kind of confused as to how it actually went down. Oh, the step back. Let's see. Yeah, basically Hunter and Mitchell both try to go up and rebound it, and they just end up tapping it towards the rim. And it just goes in. So crazy shot, crazy little sequence there. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Remember what I said. If this is anything less than 10 points with the last 4 minutes, we're in for it. Here we go. Also, in other news, Kentucky is laying an egg in South Carolina as they're down by 15 with less than 4 minutes to go. I'm not allowed to scare. I'm just being realistic, man. They're like, for some reason, this team just decides to like be difficult because after you're up 18, you could have, if you just put your foot down and really like, you know, slam them to the curb, you'd be up 25. Like, you can put yourself, up 25 and the game is completely over. But no, like slowly Louisville chips away, and then all of a sudden it's a game again. I do like this aggressive Proctor too, and I mean, he kind of has to be, right? Because he's now the point guard. It's not the Jeremy Roach show anymore right now. Johnson playing well here in the second half for Louisville and makes both of them as the lead is now 8 here, 70-62 with 6 minutes to go. Louisville now has made more free throws than Duke in the game, a decisive flip from the first half. McCain attempting to go baseline, denied by Johnson. Now Proctor with 9 seconds has to make it happen. Swings it outside to Filipowski, who thinks about 3, but no. Thinks better of it, gets inside. Actually has to get his own rebound. It did hit the rim, and now he gets fouled. See what I mean? Be aggressive. Go in there. The shot almost went in. He gets the rebound, and instead he gets a foul. It's a foul on Trey White, and Filipowski will go to the free throw line. See if you go down, get him going. Oh my goodness, he misses the 1-and-1. It's two, yeah, I was gonna say, what the heck? It's 2 shots. It's clearly a shooting foul, like. He missed them both anyway, it doesn't matter! Oh my God. He can't even hit free throws. It's just not his night. Just ride Proctor and Mitchell, baby. Just ride him down. Oh, that was almost a poster. It's just a foul fest, man. It's just a foul fest. Stewart picks up his 3rd. We have 12 fouls in this half. 12! And now we go from a 10-point lead potentially to 6 if Hunley Hatfield makes this one, and he misses it actually. And so that's where we are, 70-63, Mitchell with the rebound. It's barbecue chicken. I love it, man. Filipowski to Proctor. There's the screen for Proctor. They're trying to play the pick and roll again for the umpteenth time. And does not go. Now they're going to isolate Filipowski on the left. 1-on-1. The little Euro step. Filipowski gets his own rebound and the finish, and he's got 11. So there you go. Again, being aggressive, getting into the paint, absorbing contact. 4:35 left to go. That is short. And Mitchell with the weak side rebound here. This is the opportunity. Right here is the opportunity. Right here. Right here. You score here, you go up 11, and we're feeling pretty good about it. There's the screen again, and now it's going to be a foul. Yeah. Oh, the foul's on Johnson. All right, that's his fourth. So 10 seconds to shoot. No, they got to reset the shot clock here. Should be 20. Oh, no, it'll be a 1-and-1, actually. Sorry, my bad. It's a 1-and-1. Proctor, who did miss free throws earlier today. And misses that one. Oh, it's a brilliant offensive board by Stewart, though. Right place, right time, and Duke gets the reset. So, I mean, I'm telling you, man, Sean Stewart has instincts. And then we're going to try to run the pick and roll again. And this one to Filipowski now, putting it on the deck against White. Filipowski going in there, and he'll get fouled. And White will pick up that one. That's his fourth. So Filipowski to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Once we get back, yes, we are now under 4, and it's a 9-point game. We're gonna say it could potentially be 11 points. So we're gonna count whether or not it's actually within double digits after the free throws. But give a lot of credit to Louisville, man. They've been tougher than us. They've been aggressive. It's just one of those things. We just happen to build a big enough lead and a cushion that we're just like hanging on to survive, and hopefully we do here at the end. Whew. Let's take a quick look at the scoreboard, though. Looks like Florida State is up 10 against Syracuse. Syracuse with 5:26 left in that game. That'll move Florida State to 6-2 in the ACC. Again, another reason why this game tonight is so big for Duke. We need to try to keep pace here. Pittsburgh is up 6 against Georgia Tech. Looks like they might edge that one. And they're actually up, now they're 67, so they just hit another shot there. A 3-point shot that put them up 9, actually, with 2:09 to go. That's a huge shot by Ishmael Leggett there, as Pittsburgh might be pulling away from Georgia Tech late, although Georgia Tech responds instantly with a 3-pointer of their own. So 67-61 in that one, still a 6-point affair there in Atlanta. Actually, yeah, we're only 4-2. I guess we've played one less ACC game than Florida State there. I guess Florida State might not have had their bye week yet. That's kind of probably what that's about. So I know, buddy. I know. We'll go out as soon as the game's over, all right? SGA for NBA MVP. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, career high for Proctor here, 24, and boy, did we need every bit of it. There's actually 4 Blue Devils in double figures. Proctor with 24, Mark Mitchell with 20, Filipowski with 11, and Jeremy Roach with 10. Hold on, I am not following the. Wait, SGA is who exactly? I have to say, Keon, I have not been following the NBA. I barely have enough time to keep up with Duke. And Filipowski does make a free throw there. I think if I can guess. And he makes them both. Okay, so now we have the double-figure lead. Oh, Gilgeous Alexander. That sounds like... Did he play Kentucky? Where did he play his college ball? So it's an 11-point lead with under 4 to go. We should be okay. That's a Stewart block. Yeah, he did play at Kentucky. See, I thought that was... I was right about that one. Yeah, that might have been on the way down. That was definitely on the way down. That was definitely a goaltend. Sky Clark there going up top. Wow. We just burned like 3 seconds off the clock for equipment there. Mitchell looking at his shoe. Three minutes to go, 12 on the shot clock. Filipowski gives up the 3 for McCain, and McCain hits it from the corner. And that is a huge shot. He's got 8, and that'll put it up to 12. Jared McCain hitting a big one. Has been struggling all night. Filipowski comes in and fouls. I agree. That's a foul, man. He's like flipping left his feet, has his left arm like all over Mike James. I agree. I don't know why he's contesting that. It's definitely a foul. And the first one goes down for James. I do think that three-pointer, though, might put this thing away. That might have put it out of reach. Two free throws there. It's a 10-point game. Gonna wait here to really get this thing going until under 10, which they are right now. And here's McCain. McCain has an opportunity for Proctor, but he'll just take it himself, and he's in double figures there with 10. He did have Tyrese Proctor open in front of the Duke bench. Could have passed it out. Took the higher percentage look, though. Nice finish there, and McCain's got the last 5, and that's a steal by Stewart. And now the wheels are falling off Louisville. A basket here. Takes this one. Good play here from Stewart in the minutes that he's had. Filipowski driving, and all the way to the rack. See? What happened? What happened? Filipowski stopped taking three-pointers, got aggressive, got to the rim. We started winning game. And that three-pointer by Mike James is no good. The rebound to Filipowski. And now with 14-point lead and 80 seconds left, I think that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. We hang on late. Six seconds, and that'll be just out of bounds. Nope, that'll be out of bounds on Louisville. Proctor will have 4.4 to reinitiate. And Shire calls a timeout. Don't know why. Oh, jeez. Dude. Keon, like, oh, jeez, man. There's something on the camera lens there that's like... As the crowd starts emptying out. Yep. Camera booger. All right, folks. Again, we'll be back here for the Clemson game on Saturday. It'll be an afternoon one. I think it's at 4 p.m. Eastern time tip. And then Proctor off the curl. That three-pointer, no good. Kane tried to swipe at it to keep it in bounds. It's 60 seconds to go. And we're going to take this one to try to keep pace with the folks at the top. Three-pointer no good by Louisville, and they're going to try it again, I think. Taking all their sweet time here on this possession. Hunley Hatfield, and that'll be an and one. He's got 20 with an opportunity to get 21, and that's a silly foul late. No need, man, no need. Oh, and now we call another timeout? Come on, man. Just end the game. What? We're being held hostage. The game is over, man. Do I think Payne will? I'm not going to call for anybody's job or anything. I don't know. I mean, it's been a struggle. Although, like, I don't know, you can't really judge people on, 1 year. Like, if you're building stuff, maybe Louisville comes on late, right? Maybe they may win a couple games in the ACC tournament. They definitely have something here. Like, they pushed us for the majority of the game, especially the second half until maybe the last, 5 minutes, where we finally sort of figured it out. But, and they're actually going to try to, play a bit of a foul game here. Okay, so this game is over. I have to go take the dog out. We're probably going to end the stream here, right? As soon as Filipowski hits these two free throws. Filipowski going to end up with 16 or 17 points. I mean, player of the game tonight, going to go for Tyrese Proctor, though, filling in for Jeremy Roach. Hopefully his right ankle is okay. We'll see if he's good to go for the game against Clemson on Saturday. And Filipowski will make both of them, so he'll have 17. He gets his double-double. And we're going to have to, so 24 for Proctor, a phenomenal game. 20 for Mitchell, 17 for Kyle, 10 for Roach, all in the first half despite the injury, and 10 for Jaron McCain. That's going to be our quick sign-off tonight, as that is really going to be it. Louisville misses the shot, and they decide no more fouls. And so we are done for the night. Thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out with us here. We will see you all on Saturday for the game against Clemson. Also, chat, thank you for the ideas for the thumbnail. We will generate that one and have it ready to go for the weekend. Thanks again, everybody. Have a very safe rest of your week. And as always, go Duke. See ya.